Day 3 of the Arizona Trail. I got up pretty early this morning because I want to get into town to actually enjoy town. I camped about 16 miles away. I got up a little bit before sunrise and started hiking, but there's still a little pink in the surrounding areas, so let me show you that. So this is looking back in the direction I came. I kind of came over a hill, so if I had stayed on that side of the hill, I might have gotten a good sunrise. But I got a little bit of pink still here in the surrounding areas, and headed this way on the trail. I'm looking for my first water source. I used up quite a bit of water for dinner last night, and it's honestly a little hot already, even though the sun's not up. Like, you go through these areas that are a little hot with no wind, and then when you get a little breeze, it's kind of nice and cool and refreshing. But usually that means that there's going to be a very hot day today. So, looking for water. I thought this was a cow at first. It's a javelina. Running right there. Wow, that's cool. It's pretty big. It's bigger than I thought he'd be. Javelinas, they look like pigs, but they're not. They're peccaries. Peccaries are their own thing. They're a hooved mammal. They're described as pig-like, but they're not pigs. But that's a javelina. That's cool. Run. So this is my water source. It looks kind of lovely in the morning light, but it is a cattle tank. So these are where the cows come to get their water. There's some notes associated with this in the Arizona Trail app that a little further down is a dam where the water is actually running. So that's where I'm going to be headed to try and get some clearer water. Alright, here's the dam. Looks like there's some water flowing from the side over here, but the water looks much clearer here than it did in the cattle tank. So I'm going to get a ton of water from here. You can see further down, maybe it doesn't look so great, but get a ton of water from here because I can already tell it's going to be a hot hike into Patagonia today. Had the cattle tank, and here are the cattle. Got a whole bunch of them. There's a mama and a baby just right there. A couple of them up on that hill. A couple of them over here, and I think I saw another smaller baby over there too. There's been cow pies everywhere, so these are the guys who left those cow pies. More cows. A couple of babies down here. There's a little creek flowing, and they were getting some water too. I actually had a creek crossing where I had to do a rock hop. That was nice because most of these creeks have not been that big. But passing more cows. Passing a very angry cow. And some little babies. So this is pretty awesome. I'm still walking the ranch land and scaring some cows. Others are just kind of like whatever. But we've got some beautiful red rock in front of us and a sign too. And now some of this section, there's been little trails that have gone every which way, maybe from the cows. So I have had to pull out my GPS a lot, but there's a nice sign right here. There's a new section of trail that was constructed. So thank you to everyone who maintains these trails, and thanks for your hard work. Look at this. This is pretty fantastic. I've been seeing some sporadic wildflowers along the trail. Mostly these purple ones. If it's in the screen. There it is, yeah. These purple ones. You can see a purple plant every once in a while, but look at this. These are all poppies. So they're yellow. You got a nice patch of poppies. It was a good year for poppies in Southern California. The California poppies are more orange, and these are yellow. but this is great. They haven't all wilted yet. It's nice to be able to see these guys along the trail. They're beautiful. Still about 7 miles out from Patagonia. I'm a little less than 4 miles from Patagonia, and I got my first view of the town. You can see those buildings down there. The wind's also picked up a little bit too, which is fantastic because it's probably mid-80s right now. And I mean, the last backpacking trip I did was in snow, so it feels really hot. Plus there really hasn't been a lot of shade on this stretch. So I think I got about a mile until a trailhead for the Arizona Trail, and then it's a road walk into town. And here's the trailhead for Harshal Road. That's very nice. There's a sign saying that, yeah, trail is going to become a road. Probably watch out. I just took a little bit of a lunch break, and this road does see a decent amount of traffic, and everyone is kind of flying by. So just gotta be careful of that. So I'm gonna make a turn to the right here, and then it's 2.8 miles to Patagonia. Here it is, finally. Talking about it for a couple days. This is the town of Patagonia. This is the street, oh, I can see it right here. The red building kind of in the middle is the stage stop inn. It's actually the site of the old stage stop, and that's my hotel for the night. And there is a deli on the corner that has root beer floats. So that's probably gonna be my first stop, and then excited to get clean and cool. This is the corridor of the hotel part of the Stage Stop Inn. You can see it's super cute. It's got the mountains behind it. Pool's a little dirty, but still lovely. Next door is the restaurant, which I will be eating at in a little bit. You have these nice chairs, and that's how you get to the lobby. So I'm all showered and clean, and already did my laundry. So I'm just hanging out, and we'll be getting some dinner at the restaurant later. So that ends day 3. Day 4, I'm going to be hitting the road again.